Alright, so the demo for Piggy Intercity is releasing today, so I'm going to be telling you everything that's going to be included in this demo and some things that developers are saving for the full game. Alright, so firstly, the map for the Piggy Intercity demo is going to be substantially smaller than the map in the full game. There's only going to be 4 locations, and the map is going to be 4 base plates big. So it's about half the size of what the full game's going to be. So I'm pretty sure the full game's 9 base plates big. This base plate for the demo is going to be 4 base plates. So it's about half the size, which I'm surprised. I actually think half the size is actually quite big for a demo. I'd have thought they would have gone for something about a quarter of the size. I'm honestly quite surprised by how big of a map we're going to be getting for the demo. But there is only going to be 4 locations, so I assume each location are going to be quite spread out from each other. I think in the main Piggy Intercity game, the locations are going to be fairly closer to each other, but obviously not too close to each other. It feels like you're just walking from one location to another. I think in the demo, the locations are going to be further apart, which is a good thing, obviously, so you get an idea of the vibe and the map. So yeah, we've also got this screenshot of what the map is going to look like, of just a general idea of how big the map is going to be. You can sort of see a forest center over there, like a forestry. I don't know if that's the base. I'm pretty sure you see like an outpost sort of thing. That's our base, and then you see a Lucella town over at the corner. Obviously, I'm quite surprised by how big the map is that we're going to be getting. That's about half the size of the Intercity map, which is 9 base plates. So, yeah, pretty surprised. Honestly, I'm not sure if that was the right decision to go to. I mean, I don't want them revealing too much for the full game. But obviously, I'm not a developer, so I don't make the decisions. And I don't know if this decision is right or wrong. We'll just have to see when we end up playing the game. I don't know, because it could be the right choice. Next thing is that crystals and products that require them will not be available in the demo. So obviously that means that there won't be a shop system or an economy. I'm glad that they're sort of keeping this for the full game. I mean, we don't want to have like everything in the demo, because obviously a demo, the reason we get a demo is to have sort of a teaser and get used to a lot of the gameplay features before playing the full game. So it isn't a complete learning curve, and also it builds hype around the game as well. So I also think not leeching the economy into the demo before the game releases is a good thing, because I obviously don't want to be able to like have everything in the demo, so Intercity isn't a surprise. So obviously they are going to be keeping a lot of things from the demo and saving them for the full game. That's going to happen. So I honestly have nothing to complain about crystals and products not being in the demo. I mean, these things are going to happen. I mean, it's how demo is meant to function in game developing. You know, you're not meant to have everything in the demo. Now, talking about things that won't be in the demo, parties also won't be available, but rather only in the full game, as they still need more testing. So what I'm guessing here is one of the reasons why the main Piggy Intercity game was delayed is because there was a lot of bugs with the party system that they need to fix, which is why it's also not in the demo. But even if there weren't any bugs surrounding the party system, I wouldn't really want the system being in the demo anyways. I feel like this is one of the features that should be kept until the full game. So I'm glad that it does have bugs, because that means we have to wait for the full game to test them out. That's a good thing. Honestly, I don't see the point of having the party system in the demo, because the demo is not going to take us like 8 hours where we will need friends to help us out and stuff. And also, it's a cool feature to save until the full game, because the party feature, a lot of people are excited about it. So having it in the demo will just sort of ruin the hype behind this really crazy and really awesome feature. Now, something really interesting about the demo, and this is honestly, I'm really quite happy that they're doing something like this, because honestly, this is pretty awesome. Just listen to this. The demo will feature its own short story with several different outcomes, so several different endings, set before the events of the full game. So it will therefore offer a unique experience rather than simply being a shortened version of the full game. This is crazy. This is insane, because you know what? This is such an amazing idea. I mean, it's going to make more people play the demo because it offers a different storyline, and more people playing the demo, you know, more people who will play the full game. This is such an amazing idea. Obviously, this is sort of a move just to make more people play the demo, and therefore make more people play the full game because more people will be hyped for Intercity. Honestly, this is such an original idea. I've not seen any other game before do something like this. So original. Honestly, I'm really excited to see what lore we get from the demo. Obviously, there's going to be different endings, but honestly, I'm really excited. I'm going to be getting all the endings. Honestly, all of them. Also, the fast and tank infected won't be available in the demo. They'll only be available in the full game. Now, I sort of have an in-lore explanation to explain why I'm not going to be coming across fast and tank infected types. So an idea I had was that because the demo is going to be set before Intercity, I have a feeling that it will be set a few years before Intercity actually takes place. So in between the end of book 2 and the start of Piggy Intercity. So about 5 years-ish after book 2. So my idea is that the fast and tank infected mutations just literally haven't developed yet. They haven't mutated to them yet. So I think it's completely impossible at this point in time to come across the fast and tank infected because they haven't developed and they haven't mutated to them yet. So that's an in-lore explanation. Honestly, it could literally just be because they're saving it for the full game, but honestly, it makes a lot more sense for it to be that in-lore explanation. Now, I know this will seem like a bummer to quite a lot of you, but the base building feature in Intercity is not going to be in the demo. I know, settle down. This is probably, in my opinion, the most hyped feature that I've seen. Like, everyone's been talking about the base building feature, people who I talk to. Honestly, I think the most hyped feature in Intercity has been this base building. I've seen so many people talk about it. And honestly, that's why I think it's not in the demo. It's such a hyped feature, so anticipated. So many people are excited to build their own bases, mostly because of how big the build mode community is. A lot of them will be building their own bases. I think it's a good move to keep it for the full game. It just keeps the hype alive for Intercity. Like I said, if they had all the features in the Intercity demo, they may as well release the full game. They may as well. And obviously, the point of the demo is to build hype around the game, set some standards, and just give you a general idea of what to expect. Obviously, releasing all the features all at once in the demo is not doing any of that. You may as well just release the full game at that point. So obviously, I support the idea of keeping a lot of the core features of the game, like the shop and the economy system and the base building features. I support the decision of keeping them away from the demo, and that's why. So yeah, subscribe, I guess. I don't know.